Hi, for those who are curious about what it's like to sign up for my course, I just want to walk you through the whole process so that you get a feel for what the steps will be, what it looks like, because I realize it's a big commitment and you want to feel more comfortable with that. Also, please know you can send me a question anytime if you're wondering if something is included, if I cover a certain concept. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm super happy to answer all of those questions. So let's start by just taking a peek at the course description. If you haven't looked at this yet, this is a great way to get a lot of questions answered. This course is for people providing literacy intervention. I'm a speech pathologist that works one on one primarily with kids who are dyslexic, have developmental language disorder, ADHD, autism. They all are kids that are benefiting from extra instruction with literacy outside of school and do the best with really explicit, high quality literacy instruction. And I incorporate the tools and knowledge I've gained through my many years of study with structured word inquiry, as well as other clinical practices. So there are also just some clinical things like what questions do we ask people before we bring them on to help smooth the path towards the quickest progress we can make and find out what interests them and how we can pick our intervention targets really carefully, all the way to some really in-depth things in the course, like learning about etymological markers. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay. I'll talk about it. It covers a range of topics as we work through different case studies primarily. That's where you go first. And if you feel great about that and are ready to dive in, the next place you would go to is the checkout page. And you simply will enter your name and address, credit card, and you will be immediately put in to the course. You'll be enrolled. And at that point, you'll get an email from me and you'll get an email from Kajabi. Kajabi is the website that hosts my course. Once you have signed up, you'll use your email that you signed up with and your password, log in, and you'll be at the library for the course. Once you're there, you can jump right in. The course kickoff call is going to be this Saturday, May 17th, noon Pacific. If you can't join us for that, you'll be able to watch the recording within a few days. And then you get to dive into the case studies. So we've got 4 case studies of types of kids that will often appear in the offices, in the special ed classrooms, of tutors, SLPs, all of us who are working with the kids that most benefit from some extra help. When you're ready to dive into one of these case studies, you would start at the beginning, but you've already gone through their foundational considerations, some of their background info, and then you're going to dive in. What you'll notice is that these videos have overlays with the content for a word study. You'll see that sometimes some of the things from the course workbook will also pop up, and it will talk you through everything from clinical considerations to zero allophones like the G in sign and signal. What are the many roles of a final E? Long, long list of bases, the bases that are considered most productive in English so that you do not have to analyze them. You can dive into study with those, as well as a whole bunch of games that you can use right away. And on top of that, I plan to be adding other things to the course within the next few months, like activities. So you don't have to think through the cases and what the activities were within the cases or the workbook. You can look at these activities right away. They'll be like under 5 minutes, immediately applicable things from the course workbook. So you can take content from that and match it with even more activities than are already in the course. I also offer 2 live Q&As to every participant. If you can't do them right in a row and you need one like 1 month and then it's a couple months and you can come to the next one, that's totally fine. My Q&As are really thoughtful. So I do ask people to put thought into their questions and send them in advance. And in return, you get a very well researched, thoughtful reply. And you can submit questions anonymously. For some people, that's just a layer of safety that they need to feel more comfortable asking questions. All questions are welcome, and I want everybody to really feel like that's a possibility. Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope to see you in the course. Saturday, May 17th is the live kickoff call. It'd be awesome to have you there for that, but you can join anytime.